bass. I'm going to see if I can get some winter bites.
Before the cold front?
Yeah. They should be jumping on the bank for me.
All right.
Love you.
Let me know when you get down.
Okay. Okay, guys, so as you just saw, I'm heading down to go get some winter bass and see if I can teach y'all a little how to catch winter bass type thing. So, let's get down there. Okay guys, so it is really up. I didn't realize how up it was until I just saw it. Now, I'm going to start off with what you can't ever go wrong with, a weightless Senko. Now, I'm using, I forgot what color this is. It looks like this. This is the 4-inch. And throw it out there and let it sink. And the water, I haven't checked what temperature it is. Depending on the temperature, I can move it faster or slower. I'm probably going to end up having to move it nice and steady, nice and slow. Let's see how cold it is. Oh, it's not too bad. So, I'm just going to throw it out there, let it sink. Now, if it's a windy day like today, you always want to put your rod tip closer to the ground, because then the wind won't be blowing it and creating slack. And I'm just going to count for like 10 to 20 seconds and then just lift it up and reel in the slack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift it up, reel in the slack. You always want to start out going quick, move it real fast, cover water, and then slow down your approach. Start quick, go slow. Start quick, go slow. Always do that with every bait you throw. So first you might want to just rip it, start ripping it. And then you want to start like slowly pulling it up, setting it back down. So that's why I'm kind of just being a little impatient. Oh, got one. Fish on. First bass. This is the first bass of 2019, guys. Look at that. He is cold on the weightless Senko. So they do like it a little bit faster. Look at that guy. Nice, solid fish. It's one way to tell to start slowing your approach. See that red in there? It's all from eating. So you can tell right now all that red, they're wearing down their teeth from eating crayfish and stuff. Now the soft plastics you should be throwing are Senkos. I fish Yum Senkos. They work great for me. And I either fish them weightless, or I fish them weightless rig, Texas rig, or a wacky rig, or a Maximus rig. Those are the ones I fish them on. And then the brand, I like to use Yum, and I use the 4 and 5. This one I put on a 3/0 worm hook with a 4-inch bait on it. So whenever I'm using this weightless Senko, I take it and get all the moss off of it. First step. Then step 2, cast it as far as you can into the middle, or around cover if you have cover. But I know there's a weed line that runs up here, so I'm casting in the middle towards that weed line and just kind of just drop my rod pretty much, just holding it here, letting it sink. Have a nice eye on my line so I can see if it starts taking off. I can watch it. Now the wind is blowing it a little bit, which would be good. So I'm just letting it sink. And then when I feel like it's hit the bottom, I'm gonna raise it up, bring it down, and then I count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Raise it up. Bring it down. Okay, fish on. This is my next bait. So, the next bait I will be showing you today is the jerk bait. So, the jerk bait is one of those baits where when it gets tough, it's one of those baits that you throw to just get that bite, get that confidence back. Now, I am throwing a suspended jerk bait and popping it twice and letting it sit. He hit it right whenever, so they're really cold. So imagine if they have their bellies in the mud, which he probably did. Or whenever it gets cold, we just sit inside. Or whenever we're out fishing, we're very impatient. So whenever this thing's going by, it's jerking down. There's a fish sitting right here. Now it's gonna look at it and examine it. Now if I just go jerk, 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 it's not gonna try to chase it. But if I go jerk, jerk, and it's sitting right over it, just like this, it's gonna come up and then go jerk, jerk, and when I go jerk, jerk, it's gonna grab it, and I set the hook, and I have a fish. So let's see if we can catch some more, and I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm just taking my bait. Here's the color. It is kind of like a orange shad, and I feel like it imitates a shad and a crayfish. So what I'm doing is I throw it out there, and immediately I give it 2 nice tugs, and that gets it down there. And since it's suspended, it doesn't sink, but it just stays where it ends. Now, give it 2 more tugs. Just get it down to the depth you kind of want it. And then I'm gonna wait. 2 more tugs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more tugs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, so on. Got him. Reeling in. Got him. He chased that one, I bet. He is thick. I said he looked like a stud, and he does. He's not fat or big, but look at that. He is thick. So that is a nice bass. Nice, solid bass. Okay, well, let's get him in the water. Thank you, bud. Man, he was aggressive. You're ready, aren't you? There you go. There he goes. Oh my gosh, that guy was aggressive. He followed it. I was reeling in, and he followed it all the way back. I hope you enjoyed this video on all my favorite winter fishing. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to click like and subscribe and comment below on anything you'd like to see next. And as always,
well, now take down your fishing pole and meet me at the fishing hole. We may not get a bite all day, but don't